What's up? It's your boy Stevie83 and I'm back with another react. You know what I'm saying? Today I'm reacting to the goons that's trying to off R. Kelly while he's locked up. R. Kelly got 20 years for, you know, dipping and dabbing and stuff he wasn't supposed to with minors. So I don't know what kind of beef he's worked up in there. It could be a debt from the poker table. It could be just for protection. It could just be for people trying to run down on him. It could be for a number of different things. But we're here today to find out what it really is. These people crazy.
Years in prison today. He will serve all but one of those years simultaneously with a 30-year sentence for racketeering and
beat up.
Well, he was beat up and apparently stabbed.
Well, how do you get your lucky enough to get your sentences run concurrent? R. Kelly. That's not right.
Bruh.
Concurrent?
Bruh.
With a pen.
What state
R.
he
Kelly
get
may be locked
in?
up, but inside those prison walls, his life is still on the line.
He also claims another Aryan Brotherhood member was later asked to kill both him and R. Kelly.
Whispers from behind bars suggest
Now, I'm going to go ahead and say it because I cannot stand a pedo, whatever you want to call them. I can't stand them. I wish he would have. This is for entertainment purposes only. I got this trick from IMQ Have. He's my friend. He's a good YouTuber that I watch. So I'm going to say this. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Why didn't the man do the job right?
the Aryan Brotherhood, a deadly white supremacist prison gang known for murder for hire, extortion, and racial violence, may be plotting something serious.
Attack Island Prison contains some of the most terrifying convicts in the country.
In the shadows of the penitentiary, danger doesn't just wear a badge. It wears tattoos, speaks in codes, and answers to no one. So who are they? Why is R. Kelly their latest target? Let's break it all down. The Aryan Brotherhood, or the Brand, as it's known in prison circles, is not just a gang. It's a paramilitary shadow force that operates behind concrete walls and steel doors. What started as a
What's a paramilitary mean? Somebody enlighten me, please.
protection clique in the 1960s at San Quentin State Prison has now grown into one of the most feared and violent criminal organizations in the American prison system.
I hear they represent maybe 2% of the prison population, but almost 40 or 50% of the murders that take place in prison.
Probably.
They've been connected to more than 100 confirmed murders both inside and outside of prison, and their grip extends far beyond state lines, from California to Texas, all the way to Illinois. They have strong roots in the federal system as well, which happens to be where R. Kelly is currently being held. But this isn't some chaotic street gang. The Aryan Brotherhood operates with chilling precision. According to former members and documentaries by outlets like National Geographic and Vice, their inner workings are structured like a military unit. Orders come from the top. Hits are discussed through coded letters and communication.
And the sad thing is about it, they ain't even doing no racial things. They're not. They do most of their business with the black and Mexican. Well, not so much the Mexicans, but the blacks is where they do most of their dealings with.
Runs through secret channels, often through guards, dirty lawyers, or compromised inmates. Their hierarchy is ruthless. Rank is earned through blood. Loyalty is rewarded with power, and betrayal is met with instant death. The symbols are easy to spot if you know what to look for. Three-leaf shamrocks, SS-style lightning bolts, swastikas etched across chests and necks. Every tattoo has meaning. Every scar tells a story. Their rules are simple. No mercy, no betrayal, and no forgiveness.
You can go into a penitentiary where there's 15, 18, 2,000 guys, and there's 15 AB guys. The whole fucking prison fears them.
One former Aryan Brotherhood member who spoke under protection described the gang's mindset this way in a prison docuseries: "You're either with us or you're meat. There's no middle ground." So why would they turn their eyes towards someone like R. Kelly? Some insiders suggest it's less about what he did and more about what he represents. High-profile inmates carry weight. They draw attention. They stir controversy. And for certain prison factions, taking down a big name becomes a way to make a name.
That's because he's what he is. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's because of what he is and what his charges are.
According to unconfirmed reports, the Aryan Brotherhood has targeted celebrity inmates before, not out of personal vendettas, but because of the message it sends. It's about control, influence, and fear. A former federal corrections officer who spoke anonymously to The Art of
He was
Dialogue
like
dropped a
that.
chilling
The
statement.
fuck?
Inmates like R. Kelly become trophies. If you hit him, your rep inside skyrockets. Whispers about a brewing plot began surfacing in late 2024. TMZ and Daily Loud both posted cryptic tweets around the same time. One post hinted at intercepted prison notes that mentioned a so-called celebrity elimination order. No specific names were given, but fans online immediately started connecting the dots. Comments flooded the thread.
You know what I feel like now? Tell me if I'm reaching too much here now. I feel like the Diddy trial ain't getting enough publicity. So now they got to throw R. Kelly up in it too. So now it's a bigger mask over our eyes. I feel like these are just cover-ups.
Some people claim that it was about R. Kelly. Others mentioned similar patterns around other famous inmates in the past. And even though nothing has been confirmed, the theory gained traction. Conspiracy forums lit up. Reddit threads began documenting timelines. Some users pointed out that R. Kelly had reportedly been moved to protective custody before. Others claimed that Latin Kings...
If you think you cannot get touched in PC, you're wrong.
Bruh.
Because look what happened to Tory Lanez. I don't know if he's in PC or not, or if he was in Gen Pop, but it can happen there too. There's people that check in all times just for being a mole inside PC. They ain't really scared. They ain't really got nobody on it. They ain't got no money on their head, none of that. They just in there to do work for the other people that's out in Gen Pop. Now, if they push a kite under your door, a kite is a letter from another inmate. If they shoot a kite under your door saying, hey, and you're in your car, your same car shoots and say you got to put in work in the PC, that work's going to get put in no matter where you're at inside that facility.
Had once ordered a hit on him as well. Now, with the Aryan Brotherhood possibly involved, things have escalated to a whole new level. And the truth is this: once you're on the brand's radar, escaping is nearly impossible.
The U.S. has the most incarcerated people of
the only way you can get away from them is to escape.
Any nation on Earth, both by sheer numbers and per capita.
The American prison system is more than a cage. It is a world of its own, a closed society with its own rules and its own currency. A world where fear travels faster than food and where gangs don't just survive, they rule. In that world, names don't disappear, they echo. And the name R. Kelly rings loud behind those cold concrete walls.
For sure.
Since his first day inside the federal lockup system, R. Kelly has claimed he's been under threat, constant, relentless, surrounded by enemies who do not forget headlines and who do not forgive infamy. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, he pleaded for release, arguing that he was what he called a marked man. He wasn't asking for sympathy, he was asking for survival. And for those who have followed his legal journey closely, it didn't sound like an exaggeration. It sounded like a warning.
R. Kelly was attacked behind bars. The singer's lawyer says Kelly was targeted by a fellow inmate at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in downtown Chicago.
Back in 2020, R. Kelly was assaulted inside his cell by a known member of the Latin Kings, a gang with deep prison roots and a violent reputation. The attacker was Jeremiah Shane Farmer, a man already serving life for 2 gruesome murders. Somehow he got close enough to breach Kelly's cell and launch a brutal attack with nothing more than a pen. Farmer reportedly nearly stabbed at him multiple times while R. Kelly screamed for help. When the mugshot and case details leaked, the internet went into a frenzy. But what really set off alarms were the rumors that guards didn't respond right away, that they waited, that they let it play out. Some conspiracy theories suggest the guards looked the other way, that it was a silent message, a quiet form of prison justice. Nothing confirmed. But for many fans and analysts, the writing was on the wall. Observers across prison forums and crime blogs have dissected every detail from guard rotations to cell block layouts, trying to understand how a lifelong killer got that close. Many believe Farmer's attack wasn't random.
It was probably on PC too. That's how he got that close. R. Kelly went to PC. Homeboy's probably been in PC for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years. It's hard to tell. Or if he did, he checked in while R. Kelly was there. Whatever it is, that's how he got close to him. was in PC.
A test, a message, a warning shot. And now those same warning signs are flashing again, because inside those same walls, another group moves with even more silence and deadlier precision. The Aryan Brotherhood. They do not leave calling cards, they do not post threats, but when their name starts floating around inside prison corridors, things change. Conversations go quiet. Inmates look over their shoulders, and guards either cooperate or disappear. Unlike other gangs, the Aryan Brotherhood doesn't rely on chaos. Every move is deliberate, every hit is cleared, and once they target someone, that person becomes part of a very short list. If the rumors are true, and if what happened in 2020 was just the prelude, then R. Kelly may now be facing a much more dangerous situation.
I don't dislike anybody, but for what he did to them young kids and young ladies, he is a monster, and he deserves to get treated like a monster. He deserves to get treated like a monster by a monster.
While Farmer acted alone and with fury, the Aryan Brotherhood strikes with strategy and force. And the most terrifying part of all, when the walls start whispering about the brand, no one dares speak above a whisper. When the walls start whispering about the brand,
I swear to God, they look like Steve-O.
No one dares speak above a whisper.
So R. Kelly is uncovering a lot of illegal things that prison officials did.
R. Kelly may be behind bars, but the spotlight has never left him. Ever since his trial, his name has been radioactive, the kind of name that carries weight in prison for all the wrong reasons. Fits that mold perfectly. A controversial figure, a symbol of scandal, and most importantly, someone whose death would echo far beyond the prison yard. That's why the whispers are getting louder. Because when a gang with that kind of reach starts circling a celebrity with that much heat, it's no longer just about survival. It becomes a message. Even though nothing is proven, all evidence suggests that R. Kelly's time behind bars isn't just about doing time. It's about surviving every single day. And survival doesn't come easy when you've already been attacked once by a known gang hitter, when your name still trends in headlines, and when insiders start whispering that the Aryan Brotherhood might be circling again. That's when people start to look deeper, to ask questions nobody in the system wants to answer. Why is a high-profile inmate with past threats being kept near one of the most feared prison crews in U.S. history? Why did Daily Loud post that cryptic tweet in late 2024 about celebrity elimination orders being intercepted? And why has R. Kelly, someone once known for speaking through music...
So let me tell you something. In prison, there is nowhere else to put you. They could put you on a different unit. Somebody can get at you. They could put you in PC. Somebody could get at you. They could put you on 23, 24 hours lockdown. Somebody can get at you. If you're in the shoe, you can jam your door or pay the right cop to get out of your door and open his door. It's not that big of a deal. It happens all the time. Just because we don't hear about it, don't mean it don't happen. I know how to take a toothpaste lid and cap the door. Even the doors that slide shut. You can cap them and drag them right open, and then you're out. All you do is wait on him to catch his hygiene. Hopefully he goes, uses the phone. When he uses his phone, your door's capped, you're out. That's what it is.
Suddenly gone silent.
And the Aryan Brotherhood coming out to say, yeah, I was going to do it, but I stopped to do it. Everybody in on the play, man. I'm here to tell you now, I know a play when I see one, and it ain't going to work. All right, Kelly, listen. This CEO telling Donald Trump is taking payments.
And it could be that.
Some conspiracy theories say it's fear.
And that's another thing. They say Donald Trump is taking payments. Just paying for pardons. Donald Trump can let him out anytime he wants. But I don't think he deserves to be out.
Others think it's a strategy, but lots of fans believe something bigger is going on. Because the Aryan Brotherhood doesn't just attack for headlines. They strike to send messages, to prove dominance, to play chess with human lives. The internet went wild after a clip surfaced from The Art of Dialogue. In the video, a former inmate claimed that once the white gangs have their eyes on you, there's nowhere to run. He said, quote, "They ain't gonna make it here, not with the white boys calling shots." That line hit hard, because inside prison, power doesn't always wear a badge. It wears symbols, lightning bolts, shamrocks, and it speaks in code. There are rumors, unconfirmed but widespread, that threats against R. Kelly may be used as pressure tactics, that some officials may be turning a blind eye. One fan on Twitter posted a theory that sparked thousands of shares. It read, "Let him suffer, let him crack, let him talk." That post lit up every conspiracy forum from Reddit to TikTok, because the suggestion wasn't just that R. Kelly was in danger, it was that someone might want him that way. Even worse are the recordings that keep surfacing online. Footage of guards laughing in the background, inmates shouting threats down the tier, and gang members passing folded papers through lunch trays like it's business as usual. None of it is confirmed, but all of it points in the same direction. Something is brewing. And while the media stays mostly quiet, fans are putting the pieces together. They remember what happened with the Latin Kings. They remember the delay when guards responded. They remember how fast rumors became reality. So now everyone's asking the same thing. Is this a countdown? Because when it comes to the Aryan Brotherhood, there's no such thing as empty threats, just opportunities. And when the right opportunity comes, they don't hesitate. That's why some fans believe this isn't a conspiracy at all. It's a silent clock ticking towards something darker, and R. Kelly may already hear it. R. Kelly's greatest threat might not be his past charges or courtroom battles. It might be the men walking the same corridors behind locked steel doors. The ones with lightning bolts carved into their skin. The ones who don't ask questions, they just act. Because if everything we've seen so far is just the warm-up, then the Aryan Brotherhood could be the final boss in a very long and very dangerous game of prison survival. Some fans still hold out hope. They say he'll make it, that he's too high profile, too protected, too valuable. But others aren't so sure. They've seen the signs, the cell transfers, the intercepted letters, the silence from R. Kelly's legal team when whispers started swirling again in late 2024. They've watched as every rumor, no matter how wild, ended up being just a little too close to the truth. Even though nothing is proven, all evidence suggests that when the Aryan Brotherhood starts watching you, it's already too late. These aren't just inmates, they're a system within a system. One where your name goes on a list and that list gets passed until someone cashes it in. In that world, reputation is currency, and a high-profile target is worth more than anything on the commissary. Some insiders say R. Kelly was never going to make it through untouched. Once his case made national headlines, the gangs began talking, and now he's surrounded by men who have
you're the dude that does get that
have
fish.
nothing left to lose. The silence from inside isn't peace, it's pressure. And the biggest fear, that we won't hear the end of this story in a courtroom, but in a news headline. Because in the eyes of the Aryan Brotherhood, this isn't about guilt or innocence. It's about control, power.
That's gonna do it for us today, guys. Make sure you do what you're supposed to do on the video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.